I'm Debbie Peveril, and you're listening to the weekly tip from basicboardgovernance.ca. I have been going on and on about conflict of interest now for some weeks. Last week we talked about what a bad idea it would be for a board to hire the daughter of their chairperson. And we talked at that time about how most boards should have some kind of policy about not being able to hire immediate family members. So the debate with this is always, how are we going to define immediate family members? Or do we define it? Do we just say family members? Well, if you get to that, if you just have the word family in your conflict of interest policy, what about your nephew? What about your spouse's nephew? What about your third cousin? Where do you draw the line for being related to people? And some of the places where people, I'm talking to are very small places, and many people are related to each other because of how small the place they live is. So it's important to define what you mean by immediate family, and it's important to do it before you have the situation. If you've been listening to me for any length of time, you've already heard me say the time to make a policy is before you need it. Because if you're starting to make a policy looking at a situation like, your chairperson's second cousin wants to work as, the executive director, is that enough of a relationship? What criteria are you going to use to decide if that is a conflict of interest or not? And it's entirely possible that you think one thing, but the stakeholders think something else. So it needs to be established by policy. Figure out what the immediate family is. Define it as, parents, grandparents, siblings. Maybe that's it. And then you've got your policy. But don't wait until you have the situation. So, word for today, go out to your conflict of interest policy and define what family actually means.